Okay, everyone. Hopefully, this will work now. Yeah, whenever I schedule a stream, I used to have this problem with the Ninja Monkey channel. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a few things. Can you save video after? Okay, I'm gonna save the video anyway, just in case. So everyone, welcome. Welcome to the Happy Gaijin. I'm Nathan, your host for the day. I am in Amano Hashidate in Kyoto of the North. I've been here for 24 hours and I stayed overnight. And I am incredibly glad and grateful that I did, because this place is pretty sweet, pretty awesome. And one of the things that I absolutely love is the fact that when you come to Inaka or places that are not or less popular in Japan, you get temples like this to pretty much yourself. So I cannot complain. This is pretty sweet if you ask me. Alminox, yes. Hey, I was waiting in another planned stream. Yes, sorry about that. Maybe you can put a little message there saying that we moved on. I have problems sometimes when I schedule streams, especially with the Happy Gaijin channel for some reason, where it doesn't really work out. I try starting and it doesn't connect for whatever reason. But something that I'm working on. The connection seems to be fine. But hey, good morning. Thank you very much, Alminox, for being here. You and me, only us. But I was just saying that this stream, this place that I'm in right now, Amato Hashidate, this temple is quite unique. And I love the fact that I'm here on my own, I have to say. So do try to venture out of the big cities, because you get places like this. And the really cool thing about this location is that it's kind of unique. People purchase these fans, and these fans, first of all, this temple, people come here for wisdom, to pray for wisdom and academic stuff, and they get some of these fans and they hang them on the trees, which is very unique. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. I know that in different temples all around Japan, they do tend to hang different things, but this is pretty sweet. Let me show you a little bit of the temple area. For those watching, I might be reposting this as a premiere. I'm not very sure how the connection is, so I am saving it onto the device. So if it works out and if it's fine, then I'll leave it up. But I did have a little bit of a problem trying to connect earlier. And thanks for those of you who are here. Say hello in the chat. Amano Hashidate. There you go. Here we go. Nice little pagoda. I mean, it isn't a huge temple, but it is. I do like these sort of temples, if I must say so myself. Alminox, how's the shakiness? I've been trying to figure out what's going on with the shakiness, and I cannot figure it out for my life. So, anyway, we're gonna walk through this gate. The cicadas are really loud there. Are they also this loud in real life? Alminox? Probably. Actually, I've been to places where it's even louder. I'm not gonna lie. Ohayo gozaimasu. Emilio. Thanks for being here. So, it's a little bit of a sleepy town, which I love. I rented a bike yesterday, but I wanted to show you this area here. Pretty nice, I must say. And if I turn around, just so you can get an idea of I mean, there's people arriving. Well, not many people, you know what I mean? This would be a bigger town, a bigger city. It would be a completely different story. I wouldn't, but I should put a Ninja Monkey sticker there. I would never do that though, not in a temple. I mean, people have been sticking things on the wooden thing, but I wouldn't do that. Check it out, guys. Ooh, maybe this is the shot that I didn't take yesterday that I should take. Perhaps I will come back Hi Nathan, what time is it there? It is 9:50 a.m. It's gonna be not a super long, probably a 1 hour stream because I need to get a train. But this is this is a very typical like temple area, like streets. Obviously they're just waking up, sort of starting now. Probably they're opening at 10, like in the next 10 minutes. There's coffee shops, there's some omiyage shops and that sort of thing. So we'll come back maybe towards later on in the stream so that I can show you it without them, you know, having it all prepared, because I want to show you the main thing. Obviously I'm not going to be going up to the viewpoint today. I've done that. You're gonna have to wait for the video on Ninja Monkey. But I do want to show you this is the kind of place that I like, because nothing opens before 10 a.m. in Japan. It was pretty frustrating to be honest. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I have to say is that coming to Japan so many times, you sort of adapt the way that you do sightseeing and you adapt the way that you do things. First of all, like konbini, if it's super early, konbini, iced lattes and coffee will do the trick to begin with, or grabbing a pastry from the konbini will do the trick. But yeah, just use it to your advantage. If things don't open till 10, you can still head out, you can still take the photos. Like, look at this place. I'm on my own. I mean, if this was in Tokyo, if this was in Kyoto, it would be a completely different story. Yeah? And I want to turn this around because these are my favorite locations in Japan, so many. And those are places that are near or next to the ocean. And if this isn't a beautiful sight, I don't know what is. You can rent bikes, which I did before. I rented a bike from the boat house over there. And what we're gonna do is, for those of you who want to wear, there's a sandbank that goes, you can see it here. Right now, we are here right now, okay? And there's a bridge. They could have done better with a better quality print, to be honest. It's super pixelated. It's not the quality, it's the actual picture that they put on here. So we're here, and you can rent a bicycle from here, which you can actually cycle across all the way to the end. And if you want, you can leave it there, which is what I did yesterday. But a lot of people, what they do is they go on a boat tour and they end over there. I chose to cycle, and I'm glad that I did. So what we're going to do today in this stream is we're going to go across the bridge, which you can see is over there, and maybe we're going to walk a little bit, not too far, because I have to stream for not too long, and show you some of the sights in this general area. I won't go all the way there, but in this general area, if that makes any sense. As always, if something catches your attention, please let me know. I would love to turn the camera around and sort of show you what's going on and anything like that. So it was very pleasant yesterday, and I think I got really good weather, even though obviously it was very hot and very humid. Yeah, and yes, Aminox. That was a view that I showed on my room tour video yesterday in the dark. So actually, out of my window, if you go onto my Instagram, you'll be able to see a story that I posted of basically me saying good morning, and you can see the beautiful view from my window. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty spectacular. So let's turn around so that you can see what's going on. It's waking up, slowly waking up. Not a very long street. They sell dango and that kind of thing, you know, all the traditional things that you can imagine that you're gonna get from a Don't get attacked by any more hawks, Nathan. Dude, you've got no idea. That was actually, it really scared me. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't even know there were hawks. I was told that we could feed the seagulls. I didn't mention any freaking vultures or hawks or what. I didn't even know what the bird was, but they were big and scary. So, for those of you planning to come here, my advice is probably to cycle, and you can rent a bicycle from over there, which will then be able to drop off at the other side of the sandbank, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that is my suggestion. Hey, all, is that still Amano Hashidate? Yes, I am in Amano Hashidate. Ohayo gozaimasu. Hi. What? Hashi. Ah. When? Itsu?
まあご覧になるんでしたらちょっとチェーンありますんで裏で見ていただきます。3分後ぐらいですか。そうですね。はい。今日はそれ見にフライト。
Soon. Wow, guys, let's watch then. So. Yes. But I will wait there. I will wait there. This way? Okay.
Very good, very good.
Oh, better view over there. Okay. I wanted to see it from that view.
Yeah.
But okay, guys. So that was interesting. This bridge is going to turn, which I didn't see last time. So let's check it out. Ah, wow, guys. I didn't even know this was a thing, but there you go. And now I'm glad that I am saving this video after the stream. Wow, I guess it's to allow the ferry. Yeah, but I mean, I understood he said that it was going to turn, but my idea was actually to go and see it from the other side. But maybe what she was trying to say is that maybe the view is better on this side, because I understand what she's saying. Right, so the view is definitely better from this side, because the boat will pass and I'll be able to see. So yeah, I understand. She was trying to help me. But I just wanted to get a quick sneaky view, and I wanted to then carry on walking to show you the area. So just a quick question, how is the shakiness? Because when I've been streaming the last few days with my gimbal, it's been rather shaky. I've been looking back at my footage, and I've readjusted where I'm placing it, so no stress, not stressed. Don't worry. That's pretty cool. I guess this is definitely the time to get on a boat. You know, just before 10 in the morning, there's no one. Wow. Mamonaku. Yeah, I know that Mamonaku is soon. Doing the checks, whistling. This is his job, and he's proud. And that is pretty cool. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not very sure if I would specifically come to see this, you know. I've seen many bridges that do similar things. Jesse, don't worry. Okay, let's go. It's gonna be a hot day, I feel it. Arigatou
ありがとうございま
gozaimasu.
した。
Yay! And I can cross a bridge, everyone. For those of you joining, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm in Amano Hashidate. I'm across to go. I'm about to go onto the sand bank or whatever it's called, and just show you a little bit of what there is in this little area. I stayed the night overnight, and I'm glad I did. It's really helped me unwind. I did onsen last night. I've done onsen this morning. I am incredibly refreshed. I'm not gonna lie, there's something very special about doing onsen in Japan. It's like recharges your batteries, and I feel like I'm a completely different person. Completely different person. I love it. Anyway, let's turn things around so you can see what's going on. Hi. So it's basically a sand bank or a sand whatever that goes all the way from one side to the other. In fact, if you were to get the bus from here to the other side, it would have to go all the way around, and it would take like half an hour, yet you could probably cycle it in 15-20 minutes, actually maybe a little bit more at cycling speeds, but yeah, pretty cool. Man, I love onsen, miss it. Watching from El Paso, Texas, where we hit our top temps of the year today at 43. Wow, dude, 43. It's a little bit like that back home actually, right now. 43. Oh, let's look at this dude. And the connection seems to be holding steady. The question is, do I need to get myself another gimbal? Because I'm not very sure if this gimbal has been broken. You know? Because tell me, is it too wobbly? Is it too shaky? I'll have to re-look at the footage. But when I was checking some of my other footage from the other day, from when I was streaming, the footage was incredibly shaky, and I wasn't a happy guy. I wasn't a happy Gaijin, I must say, because of that. For those of you watching, hi. Maybe you've seen me before, maybe you're new. I don't know, but I am your tourist on the ground in Japan. You could say I'm a little bit of a professional tourist. I travel to Japan multiple times a year as a tourist, trying to explore and find new things. Doing my research and making lists of places that I want to visit, and this place has been on my list for a while. Just never made it because it didn't work out, because the itinerary didn't work out. But I made sure that this time I came, and I am glad. One of Japan's top 3 viewing spots from the top of the cable car down, and I must say that for me personally, it might be number 2 out of the 3. Number 1 potentially being Miyajima, number 2 this one, Amano Hashidate, and number 3 probably Matsushima Bay. Yeah, that's the order that we're putting in. That was me cycling yesterday. And there's a nice beach here. Apparently you can hey, how you doing? Hello, we are in Texas for our we are in Tokyo for our last day on the Kyoto, and onto Kyoto tomorrow. I'm in Kyoto actually tomorrow, but depending when do you leave, when do you arrive in Kyoto is a question. So problem with Miyajima is it's getting more and more crowded every time I go. Yeah, I think with Miyajima, again, it's a little bit like this place in a way, and I guess that with Miyajima, you would, if you could stay the night, I would. I've done Miyajima maybe 3 times, and I think the next time that I go, I would like to stay the night because I would like, oh, look at this beach. Sorry guys, but this looks stunning. And I read that this is a swimming beach and that you can actually come and swim. And I mean, come on, this is freaking amazing. But I'm in the sun, I'm gonna get back into the shade. Oh, I think there's people camping also. I would love to camp here. Wow. We won't be arriving until 3 p.m. Went to the sumo. Yeah, I saw your story. Pretty cool. Ah, you stayed in Miyajima and you loved it. This is what I mean. I think one of the reasons why I tend to return so much to Japan is because I do things. I do Miyajima, for example. I do Miyajima and I do it a few times. Maybe by myself, maybe I take someone, and then I sort of decide, actually next time I want to stay the night because I want to be able to wake up nice and early in the morning when there's no ferries have arrived, and I want to see the gates, you know, a little bit more peacefully, or in the evening, etc, etc, etc. And I've actually returned a few times because I've wanted to see it with the tide low, with the tide high, etc, etc. So if you're walking, let me show you where we are now. Actually, this is a good can't walk too far, but I want to show you hopefully something pretty cool. So we are here right now. I don't know, where was a bridge? I guess the bridge was somewhere down here. I can't see the bridge, but if we can walk just a little bit more, like up to around here, there's something I want to show you before we end the stream. It's pretty cool. So let's keep going. The micro shakes that naturally occurs in the hand seems to be increased by the gimbal. Also happens when you are stationary. Yeah, I've got a feeling that my gimbal might be dead, which would be a pity because I don't really want to spend money. I don't really have money to spend on a new gimbal. But if I'm here for another 5 weeks and I'm having problems with this gimbal, then I might have to do something about it. Also, I wonder if it's a problem with the app itself. That is my question. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is the next time I'm going to stream on the YouTube app, just to compare if using the gimbal put a little bit more straight, because sometimes that makes a little bit of a difference. Maybe that makes a difference. I've straightened the gimbal, if that makes any sense. So I want to take you, if I can see it. Can I see it from here? No. Ooh. Ah. Is it equally as shaky when I'm front camera is a question that I want to ask you. And also, how is the connection? Is the connection holding steady? It seems to be okay so far. Oh look, there's a family swimming there. That's pretty cool. You see them there in the water? Good for them. It's so quiet. It's so quiet. I love it. I love walking through places like this. And it's shady. It really is getting hot in the sun, but it is shady. connected my my microphones because I forgot. I forgot. But one of the things that I do enjoy about walking around on my own when I'm filming or streaming is sort of like checking out people's daily lives, if that makes any sense, you know, what people get up to, what they're doing, how they live their lives, you know, like that family there just having a little bit of a splash about in the water, and the people that were camping, that kind of thing. It brings me a lot of joy seeing people happy, you know, living in the moment, I think. So this sandbar, that's the word that I was looking for before was sandbar. The sandbar, I think it's a sandbar, goes all the way from one side to the other. We're not going to be walking all the way, but I want to walk just a little bit more to this really cool torii gate that I discovered yesterday, and then head back. Grand tournament every 4 months, I think, different city each time. I've never done sumo, actually, can you believe it? I have never done sumo. Yeah, this is also shaky, but I think it's maybe exponentially increased the more you zoom. That is not, but why would it do that? Why is it so shaky? I really do not want to have to splash out on another gimbal on my trip, but I mean, the problem is that I sometimes use the footage from my live streams. I occasionally use for future videos, so it's worth me having stable footage. And also, if you look at my past streams, for example, they've been okay. So this is a new problem. It is a new problem. I will experiment. I think what I will do is I will take some video with the actual DJI app to see what the shakiness is like, and I will stream from the YouTube app and I will compare. Okay, I think we're nearly here. Nearly. Let me turn things around. Thank you everyone for your company. So, a really cool thing about a place like this, and I hope it doesn't rain because I don't have an umbrella, and that would be fun. That would be soggy. So, the cool thing about places like this is that there are shrines like this one with very few people. I mean, I think I'm being a little bit unlucky now, but I spent the better part of 20 minutes on here around the shrine yesterday, and there was no one. But I want to show you something even better. Check it out. I mean, this is beautiful, and we'll come up to it in a minute. But this is what I think has been one of my favorite things so far. Let me zoom in and get a closer look. Can you see what there is in the distance, everyone? Gonna walk all the way to that torii gate there in the distance. You can see it. I've mentioned this a few times, but this is what traveling to the Inaka or traveling to lesser popular locations is all about. Having places like this to yourself, actually being able to be quiet for a moment when you're not live streaming and checking out the area, you know, the way that people live and that sort of thing. And there is one very, very similar one, I'd say. There's a very similar. Torii Gate in Hakone, a red one though, and people queue up, they line up to get pictures. They line up for ages to get pictures, but I have this one all to myself, and if that isn't cool, then I don't know what is cool, because this is spectacular in my opinion. Give me a 10 out of 10. What would you give this spot right now? Out of 10, what would you give this spot? Please let me know in the comments. I am dying to know what you think. Out of 10, what would you give this spot? An 8. Aminox gives it an 8, but Aminox is very hardcore, so that's like a normal 10 for normal people. Check it out. That is a hotel, the onsen that I stayed in last night. 8 also. Okay, Gambu, no problem. It's gorgeous, I know, right? So if and you're not going to be able to hear me, but what I want to do is I just want to put this on the floor for a minute, and I'm just going to walk around. You guys can talk about amongst yourselves, but I'm just going to walk around. I'm going to go with a 9.2 just to be different. Okay, listen guys, talk amongst yourselves, and I'm just going to go and have a little quick wander around because it's gorgeous. Pretty. Those are the places that I like, guys. I'm sorry, but I just do like these sort of places, especially since we don't have to deal with the heat here on YouTube. Yeah, I understand about forgetting about the shakiness when I'm doing a live stream, but I've got to think forward, like for the future. Video for new compilation intro time, maybe we'll see if it's good enough, the recording. Hey Steve, Tori, yes. So I mean, you do see so many in Japan, but if you're on your own and you're traveling, you get more chances in the Inaka to find little spots like this. Sorry, Jesse, we're in Happy Gaijin. I know. But thanks for coming here. I don't know if anybody's on the Discord. I didn't actually share this stream on the Discord. I didn't want to bug people, but maybe somebody can share it on the Discord. That would be pretty cool. I know that there's been problems with notifications and people not getting notifications, but I'm not going to stress about that. The really cool thing also about this specific area is how many shelter spots there are. Like this one, you can just, if it did start raining, it'd actually be okay. If you want to have a little picnic with a view, I'm going to sit down. If you wanted to have a picnic with a view like this one, then you may. It's pretty nice. And I'm just going to be quiet because I want you to hear the sounds. I don't know how good the sounds. 9.5. Hey Steve. Yeah, I think this would be a 9, a solid 9 for me, or maybe a 8.9. But I'm going to be quiet for a minute or so you can hear the sounds of Japan. Okay, I'm going to go near the ocean so that you can hear the waves. So quiet now. And it is 10:21 a.m. Okay? So I'm just going to be quiet so you can listen. So, could you hear? Could you actually hear the sounds of Japan? I don't know how good the microphone was. I wanted to show you something also, and that is that in the video that I will be putting out in the future, on the Ninja Monkey channel, my main channel, pretty much, I'm pretty sure. I went up to like a cable car, they call them ropeways or chairlifts here in Japan, and the one was actually the one that is over here, up there. So if you follow that line up, that's actually a ropeway. If it's not too shaky, that's actually a ropeway. And if I turn things a little bit, you'll be able to see that there's another ropeway following on the other side of the bay. There's another ropeway that you could go up around there, which I'm not going to do. I've done one of them, and there's a little bit of a fun little like gimmick that they ask you to do. They ask you to stand on a like a stool thingy, and to put your head in between your legs upside down, and the shape of this bay that we're in, this bay that we're at, becomes a dragon with a lot of imagination. And the other one, I don't know quite, but it does another sort of shape. So yeah, this is freaking spectacular. Let's walk a little bit. For those of you joining, hey, say hello. Where are you from? I'm Ninja Monkey, or the Happy Gaijin, Ninja Monkey being my main channel. Maybe you want to check me out on there. It's where I post my more like curated content, and this is where I try to bring you along for the trip so that you can sort of see what I'm doing, and at the same time get some ideas in a more low-key way, if that makes any sense. But check this out. The Torii Gate, I've shown it, but the view from the other side I love. And yeah, I think that you're right, that the to take a screen grab, maybe I will. However, I did take some photos yesterday and some video with my big camera that I've left. I have left that big camera. But for those of you who have come in the stream recently, let me know, what would you give this view, this Torii, out of 10? I think I give it an 8.9. Some people gave it a 9, some people gave it an 8. Yeah, the wave sounds are pretty nice, I think. Some of you might actually be new to me live because I don't tend to stream at this time. So I do appreciate you coming and saying hello. That is so cool. I'm sorry, but I love Torii Gates, as you could see. Oh, it's so nice. I'm going to start heading back to the main area and maybe grab myself, oh, there's butterflies, cool, maybe grab myself a coffee and check out what there is in that general area. But before we do that, there's a shrine up ahead that I want to also, so let's keep on walking. Connection's been okay, so I'm happy about that. The connection's been relatively steady. The steadiness might not have been very steady, but the connection has been very steady. Gotta run, take care, no problem, dude. I'm just happy you're in Japan, so streams when I'm awake for once during my stationing in India. I'm happy that you can be in the chat, dude. I've missed you. But I understand. You know, I don't you know, expect people to drop everything to watch my streams on Ninja Monkey or the Happy Gaijin. And I'm not very sure how this Happy Gaijin channel is going to end up, because I'm not very sure I'm going to have completely different audience on this channel. If I'm going to have new people that watch me on here but don't watch me on Ninja Monkey, it's interesting. We'll see what it's like. Slowly growing. I have an you know, want to hit 250 soon, and let's see if I can hit 500. I don't think I'll hit 500 by the end of the trip, but it would be pretty cool if I did, I think. Maybe you can help me. So, check it out. No one around. I'm just going to be a little bit quieter now because there is someone there on the left. Sounds windy. It's not windy. I would say it's breezy, which is really nice. It's a nice breeze in the air. It can be deceiving. This is the kind of weather that can easily lead to you getting burnt. And I actually haven't put any sun lotion, so that's exactly the first thing that I'm going to do when I get back, is put some sun lotion on. There are loads of little huts all along, you know, shelter huts like I mentioned before, which we can go inside if it starts raining, or if you simply just want to sit down and get out of the weather. For those of you joining, you might be wondering, who is this guy? Well, I'm Nathan. I'm the Happy Gaijin, also the Ninja Monkey on my main channel, and you could say I'm a little bit of a professional tourist. I come to Japan multiple times a year as a tourist, and I'm always trying to find new things to check out, and new destinations that might be interesting to you or to me. And these are the sort of locations that I love making content about, mainly because I think that although I know that my Tokyo, you know, like city content is more popular, this is the one that I really truly enjoy making. Leaves on the trees are still, no wind, but the crickets though, there's a little bit of wind, but very, like, little bit. You can just see a little bit of a rustle in the wind. Gotta drop. Have a great day, Nathan. God bless. No problem. Well, like I said, anyway, we'll go on for a little bit longer. Turn things around. Some of these places are closed, completely closed. So I wonder what they are. Maybe they are seasonal, or maybe they're being prepared for something. This looks like it could potentially be some kind of a restaurant or a bar, which would be pretty neat. So I'll be catching a train to Kyoto at around just before 12, and I'll arrive just after 2 p.m. in Kyoto station. And actually I've got a little bit of a dilemma, and that is that the first leg of my trip is on Tango Railways, which isn't covered by my JR Pass, which is absolutely fine. But the second leg is covered by the JR Pass. However, it's a limited express that requires a reserved seat, which I have reserved online. But I won't have time to actually go to the ticket machine to get my ticket. So I'm fingers crossed. Well, if I have time, I'll try, obviously. But if I don't have time, fingers crossed, there's no problem. I will go on that train and I will sit on my seat that I've reserved, but I just won't have the ticket. That is basically it. Something that you do need to know when you come to Japan is that a lot of the times when there are limited express trains, a lot of them require a reserved seat. Therefore, you are better off planning in advance and getting those seats done. Okay, I'm going to point this way because there's some kids. There were some. If I'm going to turn things around. Right, there were some little kids changing, and I didn't want anything like that on my channel, you know. But this is the thing about streaming, you have to have like so many eyes looking all around. It is so tempting to go into the water, right? I would say, would you? It's beautiful, huh? Beautiful. The new tourist likes tourist traps in the big cities. The more experienced look for the unique sites in the countryside. I think Alminox, you are mostly right. But I also don't judge people that want to do the big sites. They are to be done, after all. They are to be done. Maybe my suggestion is, have a little bit of a mix. Don't just do the big tourist sites. Also try to include a few that are lesser known spots. That's probably what I would do now with the knowledge that I have, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I mean, people are going to want to go to Harajuku, and people are going to want to go to Humitsudeira and that kind of place, Fushimi Inari, and they're all worth the experience. But it's just a different type of experience. This is a totally different style of Japan compared to the mass tourist areas. The new tourist, J. Dot, hey, I would I'd swim in my clothes if I was hot enough. We went swimming in the ocean in Kamakura on Monday. I've been swimming in Kamakura. Was it very busy? It seems to be a very popular beach, right? Kamakura. For those of you who are joining me right now, I am in Amano Hashidate. Amano Hashidate is known as one of Japan's top 3 viewing spots, at least from the top of the ropeway or the cable car. Amano Hashidate, I would, after being here, probably say that it's my second favorite viewing spot, potentially. Vending machines. On that note, it's a bit expensive, but hey, I want to get myself a drink. And let's see, what should I get? Maybe I get an iced Costa Cafe latte. I'm gonna get a Costa Cafe latte. Maybe it'll be good to have a coffee, or maybe I can get a coffee. Actually, I'm gonna get a water. I'm gonna get a small water from here. Oh, is it on? It's not even on, guys. What a waste. Waste of time. Yeah, Monday was a national holiday. I'm not knocking anyone. I know you know. I know you're not, dude. It's just the normal progression. Everyone starts in the known places, and the ones who keeps coming back starts looking for more. I agree, yes. We saw a cake in a can vending machine at the arcade, but it was 1,000 yen, too rich for my blood. Yes. Out of curiosity, those of you who are in the chat, how many of you have found the Happy Gaijin on its own, not from Ninja Monkey? How many of you have found this channel, the Happy Gaijin, on your own, and you haven't come from a main channel, the Ninja Monkey? I'm just curious, to be honest. There was a map. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm going to go back. I want to show you the map, just to give you an idea of where we are and what we're doing, etc. It's cooling down. I think it may rain, but I'm not too far. It starts raining. I'm not too far from shelter. Ah, you got here Food Ninja Monkey. Okay, thank you, J-Dots. Right, so this is where we are. You can see where we are, and actually down here is the area that I've been exploring. I've been exploring this sort of area here, and if you carried on walking, you'd get to the other side of the bay, and this sandbar is incredibly famous, as known as one of the top 3 views in Japan, which kind of makes it a little bit more touristy than you might expect. I mean, I keep on saying it's not touristy, but it's a little bit more touristy in the sense that it is a famous location. However, due to the fact that it is so kind of remote and so out of your way kind of to get here, and potentially my recommendation would be that you stay the night here, then this is a reason why there's less people. Yesterday, I mean, there were a few bus tours, if you know what I mean, but those bus tours were hit and run tours, meaning that they would come, they would populate the area for 15 minutes, and then they would go. Hey, YouTube feed, thank you, Stick with the Kicks, thanks for being here, dude. Awesome. So sometimes, you know, for example, you'd have a temple all to yourself. There's literally no one, just you. And then all of a sudden, like, people start coming and taking over the temple, but for only 10 minutes, because they've only been given 10 minutes to be in that temple to take the photos, you know, because it's a tour. This is the problem occasionally with tours, that you might hit all the spots, but you might not really get a chance to experience it in peace and quiet, and you will be very limited on how you need to experience the location that you're taken to. So many times, like yesterday I was in that temple that I started with, And it was basically like I was on my own. There was no one. Good 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I was filming. There was no one. There was a temple worker. No one. And then out of the blue, 30 people appear. Start taking photos. I think they were Chinese. Start taking photos. Photo. And vanish into thin air, and I'm left by myself all over again. So that's the kind of thing that you might get in a location like this, that's sort of like semi-famous, but you still get a lot more peace and quiet. I mean, look at it. I've been walking through this area right now, and you wouldn't say there's been too many people, right? There's toilets over there. Check it out. Toilets over there if you needed to go to the toilet. Oh, and more importantly, maybe, may I say, more importantly than the toilets are the bins. Maybe more importantly are the bins. I don't know. Ooh. There's something for me personally about places next to the sea. I've mentioned it a few times. Places next to the ocean, next to a river, next to water, just make me a happy Gaijin. Actually, does it tell you how long it takes for you to so I'm there, and how long would it take to walk all the way to here? I wonder, does it tell you? Because usually a lot of these maps tell you, how like they tell you how much it takes, how long it takes. But I guess that in this case, right. All right, I've been saying this the whole time. Amano Hashidate is one of the 3 scenic views of Japan, alongside Matsushima in Miyagi Prefecture and Miyajima in Hiroshima Prefecture, and is famous as a cultural and historic site, earning its designation as a special place of scenic beauty and a special historic site. The road to Mount Oe and Ikuno is long, so I have not yet seen any letters from my mother, nor set foot on Amano Hashidate. Like this poem written by Koshikibu no Naishi, Amano Hashidate has been mentioned in many poems in the Ogura anthology of 100 tanka poems by 100 poets, and is also part of the designated Tango Amano Hashidate Oyama Quasi-National Park. The landscape and scenery surrounding Amano Hashidate has also influenced many aspects of culture, including the poems of Hiroshi Yasano and Akiko, as well as paintings such as the national treasure Amano Hashidate scene by Setsushu. Interesting. Right. It feels, I've been in Japan plenty of times now to sort of figure out when it's going to rain. And I think today it's going to rain. It just feels different. Hi. Can I walk across? Wait. I have to wait because once this bridge turns. We started with this bridge and we're gonna end soon with this bridge. Not quite yet, just a little bit more. I had a coffee there yesterday, actually. Come on, I want to walk. These are the things that you need to factor in. Whenever you have to catch a train or check out of your hotel or do something like that, you really need to factor in the fact that things like this might randomly happen. Can I cross? Because this might add an extra, 5 or 10 minutes to the trip randomly, unexpectedly. Things around so you can see what's going on. So the bridge turns around, which is pretty cool. The other, I agree, the other side was a better viewing spot because a boat actually comes through from the other side. In theory, if this bridge was to break, I'd have to go all the way around to the other side. It would probably take me like an hour to walk across. I would then have to get a bus back, which would take half an hour. So in theory, it could take like an hour and a half if that thing broke, and the poor guy would be stuck there. So you can see the boat making its way over there. Just about. Hello. It's a slow boat. This is actually, this area is known as Kyoto of the North. We're still in Kyoto prefecture, just we're in Kyoto of the North. Went to Ine yesterday, and that was very, very nice. I really liked it. It would have been nice to do a stream from there, but I just haven't had time. And now, just like that, it will turn around. The guy is so proud of his job. I love it. Thankfully, it's not raining. Hey, Black Impala, don't worry, you can watch the replay. I'm gonna end the stream in about 10 minutes time, maybe a little bit less. But I've said this many times. One of the things that I want to do on this channel is just keep you informed of what's going on, what I'm doing, and hopefully give you a little bit of a sense of being, coming along on a trip with me. What's it like, Ninja Monkey, to be in Amino Hashidate? How did you get to Amino Hashidate? What is it to do? All those things will end up on a video anyway, Ninja Monkey channel, but let's go. I think we can cross. And the race begins. Dun dun dun. It's time to get to the mainland. Oh, there's a car coming through. Ooh, a vehicle. Arigatou gozaimasu. So yesterday when I actually cycled through this bridge, I didn't even notice that it turned around. So, okay, let's check out what there is around here. What is around here? Why is my gimbal so shaky? Definitely an area that I would recommend cycling, 100% for sure. You know, guys, like, let's see what there is in this general, this is the lead up to the temple. Let's turn around. The temple's over there, and it's very common to have a street leading to a temple with these sort of establishments, like restaurants and bicycle hire or supermarkets or miyage stores, etc. Except for these ones, they close very, very early. Closes at probably just before 5 p.m. So if you're here for the day, you do need to bear that in mind. Ooh, ice cream. I haven't had ice cream yet. Should I get an ice cream? Yeah, cool. I'm glad that you get to see it from both points of view. And me. I mean, like I said, I don't think I would specifically wait around to watch the bridge go around, you know, like turn. Okay, let's see. They sell ice cream here. There's a little store here. Maybe we can come in. Hopefully they're okay with me coming in and see what they like. I want to buy a souvenir, so let's have a look. Whoa, music, music, music. I hope that I don't get demonetized. Let's see, let's see. I mean, these are all produce, these are all like lots of, these are all like lots of edibles, which I'm not looking for right now. I'm looking for a pin. I usually purchase a pin from wherever I visit. So, keeping an eye on the time. Let's see. Maybe here. You can see. What is it? Pin? Can I find a pin badge? I might not find a pin badge. Oh, maybe here. Sometimes you just can't find a pin. Maybe I have to ask. Is it a magnet? I don't want a magnet though. I'm gonna have to ask. want toすいません。天橋立のピンバッジありますか？ピン。
ピンバッジないんです。
はい。
ピンバッジはないんですけど、マグネットとクリアファイル。
はい、ありがとう。大丈夫です。
いいんですか？ピンバッジない。ごめんなさい。でもクリアファイル素敵なのがあります。
わかります。はい、ありがとう。
ごめんなさい。
They don't have pin badges, so there goes my plan. Okay. I guess that my video will have to be my memory in this case. I purchased when on my way back as a souvenir for myself because they're really comfortable and I love the smell. So I definitely do purchase them. Right, let's carry on walking. Maybe there's somewhere else that sells pin badges. Maybe not. It's okay, let me go this way. Okay. I'm back. Gonna head back to my hotel. Make a little bit of time. Maybe I can have a coffee, but I'm not sure if it's wise. I think I'm gonna get all my luggage. I'm gonna get all my things, and then I'll probably get something from the station. I have about 40 minutes to get to the station. However, I do need to factor in, you know, time, etc. The chat has gone frozen, maybe? I usually buy a pin badge, like I mentioned, but in this case, couldn't find one, so sorry. So I had a coffee here yesterday. Do I have a coffee? They were quite quick for the coffee. And there was a really nice view there in the background. But I think I am not going to risk it for a biscuit. Alright, so this looks to me like maybe some kind of a tour might be have come here. You always get postcards or keychains or magnets. Anyway, everyone, I think this is me signing off. It's been a great stream, and hopefully this will give you an idea of what I've been getting up to. You can always check me out on Ninja Monkey, obviously, and you can always check me out on the Happy Gaijin channel and Discord and Instagram too, at Ninja Monkey Guy. It's been fun, but it's time for me to say mata ne. Hopefully the quality's been good in terms of the connection. The connection seems to have been holding very steady. So thanks all. Bye. Take care.